Hello, everybody. The stupendous Katie Ryan. Big round of applause, right? So I'm going to see if I can launch you guys off into the rest of the GreenBiz today. Maybe bookend Joel. You can see, I think, that we're going to talk a little bit for the next few minutes about uncommon sense. We've heard a lot about common sense recently and common sense changes. So let's talk a little bit about uncommon sense. This talk came about, I was in with my colleagues. We were writing proposals that were positioned for the previous administration. And while we were writing them, somebody raised their hand. And they're like, should we change these? Because you guys may have noticed a new administration has come into town. May have, I don't know, but anyway, we saw it. We're super smart. And I said, okay, let's do that. And there was kind of silence. So they said, why don't you do that? And pointed at me. So, all right, big changes. Thought, okay, where do you start, right? Where do you start? Well, exactly where you would think you would start, wave-particle duality. So we're going to do a little bit of math. Just hang in there with me. It's going to be great. No, but kind of, okay? My early background is in physics. And in physics, by the time you've gone for 12 months in physics, they've broken your mind at least 4 times. Literally, like broken your brain, right? They teach you that bowling balls and ping pong balls fall at the same rate. That's impossible, right? They teach you that if you take a wheel and you put it on a string and you spin it, it'll stand straight up. Anti-gravity machine. That's impossible, right? Einstein comes along and says the speed of light is constant, right? Which means if I'm traveling at close to the speed of light and I shine a flashlight at you at the speed of light, it doesn't come to you at twice the speed of light, it comes to you at the speed of light. That's impossible. Time and space has to break. Twins can go out to other planets and come back different ages. It's impossible. And then there's wave-particle duality and quantum mechanics, which gave us all this stuff, okay? So by the time you're a year into physics, and remember, you came in a arrogant, thought you were really smart superstar, right? You've literally had to transform your mind to change it, okay? And you find out that the world is much bigger than you thought. You find out that your common sense is all wrong. You now have uncommon sense, and quite frankly, you're a little bit strange, right? Honestly, right? Like you guys are like, we got it. So what's that have to do with sustainability? And why do we have the sort of immune response that's going on right now? This idea, right, that everyday decisions impact planetary systems, that's a new idea that we were born into. And our economy, our 19th and 20th century economy is not built around that idea. That idea is not common sense, right? It's a crazy idea that what I do today, right now, in this moment, what we're doing in this room right now can impact planetary systems. And so the language that we're getting used to, right, that you guys are changing your mind to understand, right? Life cycle analysis, greenhouse gases, right? Circular economy, literally make no sense in the old model. It literally makes no sense. You guys have been changing your mind. You've been developing uncommon sense. And I gotta be honest with you, you've been getting a little bit strange, okay? I'm just saying, right? You've been getting a little bit strange. So, to launch us into the rest of the conference here, I'm going to share 4 common guides for uncommon sense, right? Let's see if it works. The first one is alignment. And there's a lot of talk that's been going on at this conference around how do you bring your uncommon sense ideas to the emerging world that we're now in, right? How do you do that? Now, let me tell you, your bigger worldview, right? Your strangeness, your uncommon sense can encompass the existing worldview. It is a bigger view, just like modern physics can encompass old physics. But for the old, Einstein got hate mail when he did relativity. I'm not kidding, for real, right? How dare you, right? So the challenge is upon us to figure out how to come back to the current reality and share how the bigger sustainability picture can create pathways for success, can explain things. So for example, with my group, right, I help them see that circular economy, for example, yes, it can be about greenhouse gases, and yes, it can be about less waste, et cetera. But it can also be about having access to materials and advanced materials that are going to allow our economy to grow. It can also be about stabilizing supply chains. It can also be about creating jobs. It can also be about national security. It can even be about American exceptionalism, right? The American national circularity economy, et cetera, right? Now, you can't always bring it back and make it make sense. There's gonna be times when you gotta dig your heels in. Those are the toughest times in our careers. Those are the times when we're gonna have to fight. I don't have any simple words there. They're tough, okay? Number two, while alignment is often about retrofitting, innovation is about looking to the future. Your uncommon sense, your bigger worldview, your strangeness is correct. Be confident about it, okay? Now is not the time to be unconfident. Is that a word? Unconfident, inconfident, non-confident? I don't know, right? The innovation opportunity, just like with all the new physics, everything you guys have in here, LED lights, satellites, telecommunications, network, the stuff I'm holding in my hands, all from new physics, all not dreamed about. Sustainability is the same way. New business models, new technology, new energy systems, new ways to think and communicate, right? New ways to engage. We've heard so much of that today. If you could imagine if you could take what's on the stage and wave your magic wand and get it out there, right? So as you're going through the conference, look and listen for the innovation that's happening, just like you were looking and listening for, how do I work with today? Third, invest in yourself. You guys are the most important ingredient in this effort, right? Joel talked about it, okay? You guys, look around at you, network like mad, get to know each other. Kathleen Talbot was one of our graduates, and she has taken what we taught and done things I would never imagine, right? Magic happens. Let me just say, so there are very few of us who know how a cell phone works. But we all know how to work a cell phone. You guys are in that same bucket. You're the people figuring out how sustainability works and bringing it to your businesses so the businesses can be run sustainably. The good thing about that is you don't have to convince everybody and get everybody as knowledgeable as you about sustainability. The tough thing about that is you guys are the sustainability engineers. It's a heavy lift, it's hard work. Okay? So invest in yourselves. I can say in my career, you guys, if I made one good decision, it was taking the time to go back and help to build education programs for sustainability. You guys, I have seen you guys go and do just magical stuff, okay? Number 4, last one. And this is a whole, H-O-L-E, and you could say also could be the whole, W-H-O-L-E, of sustainability, and we just heard this up on stage. The importance of developing and delivering banking and investing trust, okay? I have never personally been part of a strategic sustainability effort in a business that actively does that. It's just missing. And yet, our research shows that trust is literally the key ingredient. It's more important than knowledge. Without it, you can't do anything, right? So, I keep pointing at the screen that is here. Like the old academic in me, so that's on my whiteboard. I want to do some chalk, you know, right? So this is Lao Tzu, right? Mistrust begets mistrust. Trust begets accomplishment. Here is a simple flipping of it, right? From the less known Tzu Lao, right? Accomplishment begets trust, and trust begets trust. So, keep doing what you're doing, right? Deliver on your promises. So let me just say, in quick closing here, as you go through the rest of the conference, right? Seek the alignment. Look for people who are good at that. Look for those opportunities to innovate. Stretch yourself in terms of investing in yourself, and find the things that will bring, that you trust and will bring trust to you through action that you deliver on. And with that, I'm done. Thanks, everybody.